What's happening? What's popping? What's shaking? What's cracking, guys? I am Samjcruz, and over on my far right, that's Jdog.
Sup?
And we are High Tier Gaming. First of all, Jay,
Indeed.
what are we playing?
So we are playing D&D in Rec Room. This is part of our D&D series. If you're not caught up, you need to go and watch the other episodes, because otherwise you're going to be confused as heck. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
No, you're only gonna be confused if you don't watch the very last episode at the very least, because this is the start of a new campaign,
Rude.
basically. What? They don't have to.
Rude.
We don't want. Look, they'll be interested if they start from the end.
Rude.
They'll be like, "What's going on from the beginning?" Okay. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a guest today, King Chiller. What's cracking, man?
Yo.
So,
Good.
for
He's got the
those of
perfect
you
voice
who have seen
for this.
the very last episode of episode 10, I believe it was.
Of Mage of Blood.
Right. For those who have seen the last episode, episode 10 on Mage of Blood, King Chiller will be playing the role of Ace. Both Ace, King Chiller, and Kyrilius, Jay, are Tartorians. They they were born in the lower worlds, beneath everyone else. And short, sweet version, they're now free to walk among the rest of us. Though the rest of us might not be as comfortable with that. Currently, Kyrilius speaks a language that most people can understand, where Ace, well, he doesn't. But
What
you
they
know,
say?
that man's got it. Look at that, right there. He's got it. He's on point. He's on point.
I'm already getting PTSD from the last episode, please, no. No more.
Along their adventure, Ace and Kyrilius found themselves a young redhead girl, about the age of 12, by the name of Andrea Pendragon. She was underneath some rubble, and her leg is botched. It's not looking great. So, right now, Andrea, Ace to my left, and Kyrilius to my right, are currently heading into a town. One that happens to be quite lovely this year. It's warm. Even though there's snow everywhere else, the place you find yourself in is warm. And according to Andrea, or technically according to Kyrilius, if you ask, because Andrea doesn't speak your same language, you have found yourself in a town called Haven's Point. Haven's Point is best known for its hot springs. And again, even though most areas around this place are covered in snow, Haven's Point is not. The underground volcanoes seem to keep it warm enough so that the only thing you have to worry about is not stepping into really, really hot water.
Right.
Short, sweet, simple. Kyrilius, Ace, the path in town is mostly clear. However, about 100 feet ahead of you guys are 6 armed guards. When I say armed, I mean they're wearing leather armor. And from where they're standing, they look hot and tired. You'd guess that they probably don't usually stand at this point, but they seem to be much further out of town than usual. And they notice you as soon as you notice them. Would you like to approach, gentlemen?
I don't know, because I'm pretty wounded. I don't think I can survive another fight.
I don't actually know my health, if I can find out.
Yes. Currently, Ace, you have 10 grit and 6 life force.
Right, so Ace is doing all the fighting.
I mean, it's definitely possible. Your companion, Andrea, does not look much better. While she only fought a little bit in your last battle, she was already injured and has not done any real resting. So she will probably not be much help for you.
Sort of outnumbered there, guys. I mean,
Well, no one automatically said they were enemies. They, as far as you can tell, are armed guards. They look like all of them are wearing uniformity, if you will. So all of their leather armor looks the same. If they were bandits, you'd guess that, like the last guys you faced, their armor would be different. They'd be a little more scraggly. But these guys look like they all got their, all their gear from the We're All Guards store.
Okay.
So, it's quite certain that these people are probably, they were sent out here purposely.
Is it like a friendly town?
Is it? You don't know?
No, that's why I'm asking. Can I do a perception check on, or a knowledge check or something on the town? Or something?
What would you know of the upper
Can we
wall?
ask Andrea? Can we ask Andrea if
Certainly
she's...
I've never,
I'd like
I've
to...
never been to this town before. It's the first time. I came from much further out, so I never had to worry about something like this. It was only my first time at Fairview Pass a day or so ago.
Crap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ace, you have no idea what she said. Just so it's clear. So, she basically mumbled stuff.
what's she say?
She says that she's not been to this town before and doesn't know if it's a friendly town.
What did he say?
Good God! He just asked what you said, and I just told him.
I'm gonna have to remember that phrase.
Right.
So, boys, what's the plan?
I understand no English, or can you not like say I understand? I don't know.
You basically
What
speak
did he-
Titorian.
What did he say?
He's basically saying that he doesn't understand anything that you say, and I'm saying that's because you don't speak English.
What's English?
Your language. I mean,
Oh, okay. We should probably figure out some basic hand signs. Tell him that.
she said we should basically figure out some hand signs.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take that as he's alright with that.
what should we do then? What should we do? Should we... I'm just worried that if they see us, they'll attack us.
Why would anyone just attack you randomly?
We don't exactly look normal.
Well, you're carrying me, so I mean that's... Ace, you are currently carrying Andrea yourself. Though, she is beginning to get a little heavy. Mostly because her injured leg is not helping her in the walking scenario.
Right. Let's just try walking up to them and explain that you were injured, we found you, we helped you, and maybe they'll be nice to us.
Sure, I guess I'm game for it if you are.
Yep.
So, the two of you are good
I
to walk
agree.
up? What'd he say?
He just agreed. He just agreed.
Oh, okay. So, the two of you approach. There's not much space between you guys. Maybe about 30 or 40 feet before one of the guards steps into the roadway. Halt! Who goes there?
My name is Kyrilius.
What the hell are you?
This is Andrea and Ace.
What the hell are you?
We're Titorians.
What the hell
We're
is
not
that?
of-
They kind of look at each other. What the hell is that?
A new species.
They start
Our
whispering.
species.
What'd he say? I don't know. Some kind of evil magic. One of them pulls a sword.
No, it's not evil magic. It's not evil magic. He's just saying our species. He doesn't speak your language.
How do you speak our language?
I have no idea. I can just understand you. I can speak it. I have no idea. We're basically part human.
The guard looks to the girl in Ace's arms. Are you okay, young lady? I'm fine. I mean, my leg's not, but they didn't do it. They helped me. Honestly.
We help.
What'd he say? I don't know. What'd he say?
He said that we helped.
They kind of all look at each other. Right. We are just looking to find a place to rest for the evening. Apparently there was an airship that came here. We were hoping to join with that airship. And as she says
Didn't you
this,
say that your friends were on there, Andrea?
as she says this, you all see the airship begin to crest above the town. That airship. Oh no. One of the guards speaks up. We sent that ship away. It's carrying more creatures that look like... He kind of looks up and down at you, Ace, and looks up and down at you, Carilius. They look like you people. We sent them away.
Damn.
To where? Not here.
Did they say where they were going?
Family.
What'd he say? I don't know. What'd he say?
He said family.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, because I didn't know what he said either.
Oh my god.
What? I can't help myself. I don't know what he's saying.
Not you! I'm talking about Ace. He's being stupid.
Yeah, okay. That seemed pretty straightforward, but alright. I guess. Look, you guys can't come in here.
Can you at least tend to the girl?
They kind of whisper among each other. We'll send a man back and see if we can find a physician for you. Fine?
You can't just take the girl with you and we'll wait here for her?
I'm not leaving you guys out here.
Okay, fair enough then. Okay, yep, that plan works.
Fine. One of the guys runs off. So, this doesn't look great.
Nope.
What? Hey, I've got an idea.
I'm listening.
Well, I'm going home. Or at least I plan to. Do you guys have any specific place you're going?
Not really. We're quite new to this world, as you probably know.
Then why don't you come with me?
I mean, we've got nowhere else to go, so sure. If it's not an inconvenience.
Well, it's an inconvenience to them, and you saved my life. I don't see a problem with that. What about you, Ace? Oh, crap. Maybe you should ask Ace. I don't know if he understood me.
Ace will most likely go wherever I go.
Wait, what'd he say?
I don't know, he's mumbling to himself.
I follow you.
Yeah, he said he'll follow me. So, we're both in.
Cool. Ace, here's what I need you to do for me. I need you to roll me a d20, because you're going to give me an awareness check. So go ahead and roll a d20. There you go.
He's got it.
We really got to get him perfected on the table rolling. Okay, let me make sure I've...
Just aim down at the table.
There you go.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Ah, it's so... okay. 15.
He got a
Nice.
15.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Jay, what's the button for the computer to use the drop key rather than the throw key?
It's it's either X or Z, depending which hand you pick it up with. So the right hand is X, left hand is Z.
So if you use if you look up,
if you hold it,
yeah, if you look up and hold one of those two, you'll actually roll it that way, which may be easier
rather than
throwing it. Because what throwing it does is quite literally yeets it across the table, and it's like awkward.
Yeet!
But hilarious, but still awkward. All right. So, Ace, with a quick search around your environment, you have a +4 to your awareness. So with a quick search around your environment, you find yourself staring face to face with a type of plant you recognize quite quickly.
Ooh. Hi. Look what I see.
What do you
Welcome to
found?
Green.
Oh no.
What'd he say?
He's found this thing called Rockshaw Green.
What's that?
It's like it's basically something that he smokes. I don't know what it does for him.
Oh, weird.
I think it makes him stronger or something. I don't know. He just likes smoking it.
Okay. Ace, would you like to go pick it up?
I've got it in my pocket.
As you move to quickly swipe it into your pocket, one of the guards gets a little antsy and puts up a crossbow. Hey, you, don't move!
Whoa,
He's not doing anything. He's just...
What's he saying? What's he saying? What's he saying?
He's just grabbing some
Ace,
plant life.
I need you to do me a favor. And I need you to roll me what we call a dodge check. Roll a d20.
Good God. This is not going to be good.
No. Yeah. Oh, God, no. I'm sorry.
Let him roll again. That dropped out of his hand.
No. That
You've
was
got to
hilarious.
hold the button, bro.
I can't not go with that. Like, it's great. We can all see it. It's a 2. But in the future, when you're rolling it, look up higher, and you'll drop it further forward. I'll move that for you. Yeah. Hey-ya! Okay, so you are, however, going to take 4 points of damage as the guy freaks out and pops off his crossbow.
Ouch. What was that for?
What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? Another guy pulls out his crossbow.
He said, ouch, what was that for? Why'd you shoot him? He literally just grabbed some plant life.
I don't know what he was saying. I could hear him saying words.
So why don't you ask before shooting? Do you really think that if we were going to be hostile, we wouldn't have already attacked? We're literally here to get the girl some aid, and then we'll be on our way.
How are we supposed to trust you, creature?
Trust her. She's the one that we saved.
Do me a favor.
You can't even trust one of your own kind.
Cairilius, roll me a persuasion check. I'm going to give you a +2 to it because you make logical sense.
10.
12. Your words have calmed the very antsy soldiers. Which is good news, because it may have averted sudden fight.
Yeah, which we can't really deal with right now.
A moment or so later, a doctor, or at least what you can guess is a doctor, comes out. He's carrying a medical bag. Or again, what you must guess is a medical bag. What's going on here? Who are these two? I see the girl. What are they? They say they're Tartorians. What's that? I don't know. Sounds made up. I think they're just faking monsters. What are you?
Titorians, like the guy said. We're a new race.
Then how do you speak our language already?
Because we're part human as well.
He looks the group of you over, and his eyes settle on you, Ace. As well as that arrow in your arm. Where did you get that?
Get what? The arrow in his arm?
What did he say? I don't know what he said. What did he say?
He said the guard shot him.
The guy turns around. One of you shot him. He was saying something weird, and... yeah,
He literally just found some plant life that is something...
A rockin' show, bro.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Put your weapon
Chill!
down.
Chill.
Please, allow me to offer you all aid. I am so truly sorry for the incompetence. Stands next to me. He kind of looks over the guards, and the guards kind of shuffle their feet a little bit.
We'd be very thankful for that aid. Thank you.
So,
Very much appreciated.
what did he say? The doctor asked.
He said very much appreciated.
Let him know he is very welcome. I will do everything I can for you all.
He said you're very welcome, Ace, and he'll do everything he can for you.
So, here's what I want each of you to do. Ace, why don't you roll me a d10? So that's going to be all the way at the end over... nope, almost there. One more.
That's a D12.
There you go. Go ahead and roll that. 5. Cool. We'll work on that throwing part.
You've got so, George. Basically, you've got to hold the drop button. You've got to hold it, and it will roll it for you. There you go.
There you go. Nice. So, for you, the doctor is able to remove the arrow and stitch up your wound a bit. It will take a little while to fully heal out, but it was more of a flesh wound than anything. The doctor's actually surprisingly good at his work, and you don't feel anything as he sews you through. Puts some other sort of plant on you first. It just kind of numbs the pain.
Now I'm chill.
What did he say?
He said now he's relaxed.
The doctor nods at you. Carillius, go ahead and roll me a d10.
I didn't mean to pick it up with this hand. Six.
Carillius, the doctor is able to bring you 6 grit in return.
6 grit, lovely.
I'm sure you're more injured than I've been able to work on, but it's something to start off.
It's okay, thank you. This helps a lot.
The doctor looks over Andrea. Your wounds are quite extensive. I should honestly bring you inside, and we can work on... You're not going to allow them inside, are you? I don't have any control over that. Then do what you can for me here, and we'll be on our way. Of course. Let's see how this goes down. Oh! Ah! Ah! Ah!
I didn't even see it. My dice is in the way. What'd you roll?
1.
The doctor does what he can for her, but again, her wounds are quite extensive. He is able to restore 1 point of life force to her, and a single point of grit.
Oh.
I just can't do much for you out here. I've been in better hands with these 2 men that you cannot understand than I have been with those soldiers that shot one of them. Thank you. At least... Here, you can take this. Ace, you are handed a bag. It has some medical supplies in it, but you probably don't recognize any of them yourself. I don't know how well you can use
these.
What did he say?
He asked, "What is this?"
They're medical supplies.
He said they're medical supplies.
I guess you don't understand how to use them. I have a little bit of understanding myself. I'll do what I can for us. Right. Young lady, if you change your mind... I'm not changing my mind. Thank you. At least let them through down the path. If they can't go into town, they still have to leave. The guards kind of look at each other and start muttering. Then escort them there. The guards kind of nod among themselves. All right. One of them waves their hand.
Shoot us again.
The guard that shot you kind of looks down, and the other guy says, "Watch your tone, boy." The doctor kind of just shakes his head and puts a hand on his face like, What the man said, don't shoot them. A couple of them mumble. So are we good? Okay to follow them?
Yeah, we'll follow them. Let's just get out of here.
You guys continue walking for maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. And you find yourself at what seems like a crossroads. That's your way out. One of them points in a direction of some canyons. What you can see is a lot of... it's still snowy in that area. So where the place you've been has been fairly warm, out there it looks a lot colder. A lot more out in the open. And there are high cliffs, meaning you'd have to walk pretty low down in some pretty thick snow. One of the guards kind of looks uncomfortably in a different direction, though.
I want to know why he's looking in a different direction, bro.
What'd he say?
Why, he wants to know why you're looking in a different direction to where you're pointing.
The other guards look at that man. I don't know. I'm just a little lost in thought. So
He says he's lost in thought.
I think they're lying.
what did he say? Andrea whispers out.
Andrea, do you know the town of where we're going to, where your home is?
Um, honestly, no, but I know it's called Winter Heights.
Do any of you guards know the way to Winter Heights?
The guard that pointed toward the canyon. Yeah, you can go through there. It'll be a long way through, but I'm not gonna draw you a map. We have a map, thank you. Actually, we have a map. And so she kind of, Ace, you kind of let her down as she opens up her map and starts going through it. Wait a minute. This place. She points to the northwest on her map. Are you sending us through Death Canyon? One of the guards, no, it's just the easiest way through. Thought you wanted to go to, Winter Heights.
What did he say?
I think you might have been right.
Was they lying?
He might be.
Andrea looks at her map. She kind of leans in and kind of tries to bring you too close. There may be a different way through. I'm not really great with maps, but this area they're pointing at looks like it's called Death Canyon. Tell him that.
The way through seems to be called Death Canyon. Is it a good way through, Andrea?
I've never been through the other option either, but honestly, it's
What's the other one?
It's called the Fortress of Sanctuary, but
It sounds a lot better than the Death Valley, man.
but I honestly, I don't know what it's sanctuary for. So
Sanctuary can't be that bad. Why don't we go through there?
she looks to the guards. Which way to the Fortress of Sanctuary? Fortress. I'm sorry. The Forest of Sanctuary. The guards kind of muddle around a bit. I don't know that way. So, Ace, do me a favor. Why don't you roll me a d20?
Ooh.
You are having trouble remembering the exact point at which the other guard looked, but you kind of feel like you may have a general guess, but if you're wrong, you could end up kind of further lost. Look, we've given you your spot. The canyon is that way. We don't want to see you back anywhere near town. And the guards start to walk off. Assholes. Carillius.
Yes.
Ace seemed to be the first one to speak up. Do you think he saw which way the guard was looking?
He might have. Ace, did you see which way the guard was looking when he pointed in the direction?
I cannot remember.
You can't remember.
I can't remember. I can't remember. It was just left of where he was telling us to go at the Death Valley.
He said it was just left of where the guards were telling us to go through Death Valley.
Okay, we could try to move in the general direction that we guessed they were looking towards, or we could go the way they offered us. What do you guys want to do?
Death Valley doesn't really sound very courteous.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell him what I said.
No. We can either go through Death Valley or try and guess which way to go.
I'll follow you, but Death Valley doesn't exactly sound the best.
He said he'll follow me, but Death Valley doesn't sound the best. How about you decide? You're the one with the map and can read it.
I can read it, but I only just got it. I don't know it very well.
Well, is your hometown on there somewhere?
I've never been to the town myself. I'm just going off this map.
There's no map names or anything? No names?
Well, I know the name Winter Heights, but after that, I'm basically as blind as the rest of you guys.
So Winter Heights isn't on the map?
No, I think I see it. I mean, but again, maps and real places aren't exactly perfect creations of each other. So are we just following me then?
Yeah.
Okay. In case we get lost, I'm sorry ahead of time.
It's fine, we'll deal with it when it happens. If it happens.
So, you guys start off to the left.
Good roll.
And after a little ways of walking, well, walking is the opportune word, but Ace, you are still carrying one Andrea Pendragon as she kind of starts pointing you guys more to the right. You follow a thicket of trees until you do find yourself on what looks like a game trail. You know, a path where animals usually cross through. Okay, I don't want to say I found it. She seems kind of giddy, but I think I might have found the right way.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Ace, who is leading this little expedition of yours? Because Andrea is basically in your arms, and either you or Kyrilius is hanging in front. Who's hanging in front, Ace?
Due to me carrying Andrea, I believe Kai is. I'm following Kai.
Fantastic, Kai. Do me a favor.
Damn it!
I need
No.
you. I need
You're an
you
ass.
to give me an awareness check.
Okay. Five.
Cool. Fantastic. So moving on. You follow this path for what seems like forever. And after a while, it begins to get dark. And as it gets darker, it gets colder. What I need from both of you is to give me what's called a toughness check. You're going to roll a d20. Arthur, you get to add a grand total of... I'm sorry. Kyrilius, you get to add a grand total of nothing.
I was very much about to question you there, sir.
Ace. Oh, you also get to add a grand total of nothing. So,
8.
2 nothing sandwiches.
Seven.
All right. Boy. Okay. But she
Might
gets
be all right with
to add a 4 to that. So, here's the thing. While Andrea is cold and shivering, both of you are worse off. Kyrilius, you are going to take 4 points of ice damage. And Ace, you're going to take the same, as this cold has begun to seep beyond the little clothing you wear. It's ragged, and it's not very warm.
So,
And
does it take 4 off the grit?
Yes,
first?
it's going to start off
Yep.
taking off from your grit. So you're going to be down to 6 grit and 6 life force.
Yeah, I've got that down here.
So, here's the thing. Andrea is going to attempt to profile the two of you. In other words, she's going to see if she can see something that you may or may not be telling her. You two can make a deception check to prevent her from seeing whatever information she's looking to gain, or you may willfully fail your check and not attempt to do anything. Your choice. What's your plan?
I'll fail.
What about you? Ace?
6.
Plus your...
16 and rolled back.
Yeah, I know, that was so
Yeah,
weird.
mine-
It does that sometimes.
Did you see that?
Yes!
My dice hasn't come back to me either,
Oh, good grief.
Mr. Dungeon Master.
Where did you put your die, man? You drive me nuts with this.
Oh, it's come back now.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'm going to sit back in my chair. This
It took longer.
whole
than-
place is whack. No, wait. Put that down. Yeah, go away. Whee! Okay. Ha! The magic. So. Kyrilius, Ace, neither of you are able to hide the fact that you are freezing quite literally to death. You two look really cold. Like, really cold.
Well, it's not exactly summertime, is it?
Maybe we can find a way to camp here? Maybe somewhat slightly off the game trail?
What do you think we should do?
Me? Oh God. I've never tried to make a snow hut, but maybe we could do something of that sort. I mean, from what I've read in a book, it could keep you warmer than just sleeping on pure snow. Maybe.
Okay, if you teach us how to do it, we'll do it, I guess.
I've never done it myself, but we have to do something. What does Ace think?
I wouldn't ask him. I wouldn't ask him if I were you.
Just do it. Just ask him.
Ace, what do you think we should do? Should we make camp somewhere?
I think we should.
He said we should probably make camp somewhere.
Okay. 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 Just try to do what I do, I guess. So, here's what I
Ace,
need.
try and do what she does, basically.
She starts to kind of dig into the ground for a bit, attempting to move as much snow as she can to get closer to the actual ground itself. I need both of you to make an intelligence check. Ace, you're going to add a +4 to yours. Jay, you got your answer right there.
Hey, yep.
So,
God's sake.
both of you are 130% lost. Like, she kind of starts pulling back dirt, and she's sliding back some snow. Ace, you push some snow back in there at one point in time, and Kyrilius, you move some dirt in a different spot. This isn't going good. Oh boy. So here's the thing. You guys can attempt to try again, but this will take time. And there is a possibility that things could get worser while you're tempting. So what do you want to do?
Is there any caves around here or anything?
You know what? Why don't you give me a perception check? So, diddly squat is what you see. So here's the question here. Ace, were you attempting to look around as well? Or were you attempting to try to figure out what the heck she was doing?
Looking around.
Okay. So, at present, Ace, while Kyrilius looks lost as always, you spot what looks like a set of footprints that trail off. They go off the actual game trail. And what's weird about them is that they seem not animal. They look humanoid.
Kai, look what I found.
What? What did you find?
I think they're human footprints.
Andrea.
No, I'll get it. I promise. I'll figure this out.
No. Ace found some human footprints that aren't ours.
You're not really humans, so I mean, I guess that makes sense, but...
Well, let me rephrase. That aren't yours.
Haven't been walking, but, yeah, I get your... You want to follow him, then? I mean,
we might find somewhere. She said, should we follow them?
what do you say?
What do you think?
I think it's a good idea.
Wait, what did he say?
What did he said? It'd be a good idea if we follow them. He thinks it would be a good idea.
Okay, yeah, I'm behind you guys 100%, mostly because I can't do anything by myself right now. I hate myself.
Okay. Well, let's follow them then.
Okay, I'm gonna be okay. I promise. I will be a productive member of the group eventually. I think.
We're not exactly much help either. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, who's leading this following of tracks?
Ace.
Ace, are you
What?
still carrying Andrea?
Unless Kai wants to take her.
I can take her.
Kai, do me a favor and give me a strength check.
If I can, I can't. A 9.
So, it's a struggle, but you can manage to carry her for time. Ace, in front, random. I don't know what you were rolling that for, but
You just
I mean,
have to.
okay, gotcha. Very
Things every time that
interesting.
somebody rolls, we all have to roll. That's not the case, bro.
No, it is not entirely necessary. I will tell you when you need to roll something. Also, you don't want to waste good rolls on something that didn't happen yet, because you just have to roll again. It's a horrible life. Ace, you follow the footprints until you see them start to veer off. And then they veer into the snow. As you look a little further, it seems they follow a path that ends up underground. It looks like it's a burrow of some sort. Like something, quite literally, did what Andrea was doing, but, you know, good-like.
Yeah. Well, Kai, I've found footprints and they're leading underground.
I mean, I suppose we could go in there. I would suggest drawing our weapons first, though. Or at least you draw yours.
Yeah, I reckon we draw some sort of weapon.
How are we gonna see in there? Oh, ask him that. I don't
How are we gonna see in there? How are we gonna see in there?
Did none of us bring any torches?
No.
So, Ace, you all were only recently freed from chains that you were attached to basically a giant sphinx called Nala. She's a powerful Raksha queen. And she basically ripped souls off of that chain, killing the person that once had the soul to feed her power. And you all are no longer part of that chain. So you didn't exactly get handed a pack to go with you.
Yeah.
Let's just say you weren't exactly given a blessing to GTOF. GTFO. There we go. GTOF. I don't know where that was going.
I don't know where you were going either, bro.
So,
Can we do a profile check to see if there's not a profile check, a surroundings check basically to see if there's any light down there?
you can
Can you not
see.
use like I've seen people use like you get a stick, you get some sort of clothing. There's some like not sap, but something on the side of a tree, and you can light it on fire. I forgot what it's actually called though.
What'd he say?
He said we should try and make like a torch.
I didn't know you guys used
You can
torches.
find sap, it's certain sap off a tree, and get a stick, wrap it in a bit of cloth.
What'd he say?
Basically, we need to get like some cloth, a stick, and some like oily sap or something like that. He said.
She rips one of her sleeves off. I've got cloth. If we're gonna try to light something
on
on,
the ground.
if we're gonna try to light something on fire, we probably want to find one that has the least amount of snow on it. And
Okay.
We need to also find a stone we can hit against some flint.
what'd he say?
He said we need to find some stone.
She kind of hops down from you. I'll look for the stone if you guys want to look for a dry branch and I guess a tree that might have sap in it. I don't know which tree would be
Right.
best for that.
Ace, look for some twigs, and I'll look for the
It's
sap.
just I have to look for a Napoleon tree.
What'd he say?
Yes, I'll look for the tree, and you look for the twigs.
Wait,
Okay.
what did he say?
He said we have to find a tree, basically.
A Napoleon tree.
A Napoleon tree, apparently, whatever that is.
Wait, hold on.
Napoleon.
So he's gonna look for the tree?
I'm looking for the tree near
Wait,
you.
I'm
So
sorry.
that we don't get separated.
I'm sorry. I'm a little confused. He knows what the tree's called, but he's not gonna look for the tree?
Okay, he can look for the tree then.
I'm not trying to kick on anyone's toes here, because my foot's not looking great. But it's just, I feel like he might be able to find it better than either of us.
I don't know. I've never even heard of a Napoleon tree, but alright.
Neither have I. I just, okay.
Okay.
I'm still
Ace,
gonna
you
go.
look for the Napoleon tree, I'll look for twigs, and she'll look for a rock.
We'll meet back here in 5-10 minutes.
Takes 5-10 minutes to find a rock. I mean, yeah. Whatever he said that I didn't understand.
Wait.
Because I can't hear him in my language.
Did you just understand him? Have you literally just understood what he said?
No idea what you're talking about. Moving on.
He literally just said that. You. How did you understand him?
I guess I just thought it in my head. It was weird. Moving on. Gonna go look for that rock now. She kind of hobbles off.
Okay. Am I translating for no reason?
To be fair, Dungeon Master might have oopsied that one. But we're not going to talk about that. Moving on. Moving
I
on.
completely broke character for that. That was very funny.
I had to. I couldn't not. It was just like, okay, she does not know what you're saying. She still doesn't. But I do. So it kind of threw me off. I slipped that one. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Can we get a...
no, you're not getting anything for free for that. I know what you're thinking. No.
Yeah, I reckon we get...
Give us something for free for that, man. You screwed up.
Kyrilius.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me...
I reckon we have a vote.
All right. What? This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship.
Me and Jamie roll the dice. Whoever gets highest gets something for free.
Fine. All right. Fine. Do it. Why not?
Yes!
You go first.
I got 10, bruh.
Oh,
you bastard!
All right. So, Ace, in your search for your tree, I'm going to need from you an intelligence check rather than a perception check. They're both going to be a +4. However, for your reward, I will give you advantage on your check.
Oh, there you go.
So, you're going to roll your d20 twice, and you're going to keep the highest of the two numbers.
Advantage check. Lovely.
Okay. This is the first one. Now roll again. If this man comes up with a 1. Oh, that's much better. Ace.
Yeah, Jamie.
Ace. Your search takes you probably about 20, 30 feet away. But you do eventually find the tree you're searching for. How do you find this tree? Is there something that specifically points it out beyond the other trees?
Just the oily sap that's flammable.
Well, it's the sap itself that you notice. Does it taste good?
No, it's quite oily.
So, it was quite...
Smells.
Then it is the smell that brings you closest to it, that draws you into it. And it seems you have found your prey. So, Kyrilius, it's time to see if we can find ourselves a dry stick.
You best get the stick. Oh.
God damn it!
No!
So, Kyrilius, good news. You found a lot of sticks. A lot of soaking wet sticks. And they are still soaking wet. If you'd like to hunt some more, you certainly can. But the 5 minutes has come and gone. And I will need you... I will need you to also roll me a toughness check.
Yeah.
15, thank God for that!
The cold is beginning to pierce what little protection you have with those raggedy clothes you've got on. But
I dropped my pencil.
you certainly can continue searching. Because it seems you haven't taken too much cold.
Okay.
That's good.
Alright, come on, that's gotta give me
With
something. That's gotta give me something.
More time having been taken, you have been able to find 2 or 3 that seem like they should do the trick. 10 minutes late, but you do make it back. Ace, after the first 5 minutes, Andrea seems to be somewhat worried, but mostly concerned about the cold. Maybe we could at least go to the intro. God, he can't understand me. She kind of points to you, points to her, and points towards the opening of the burrow. Then she kind of puts her hand out in front of her and puts a second hand next to that. And then points to you and points to her and then uses her first hand to point to her second hand.
Ace nods his head in a no form.
Nods his head in a no form or shakes his head in a no form?
Shakes.
Okay, so it's a shake. It's a head shake.
Shakes.
No, I was just like, cause I see the, like, I can imagine Ace kind of nodding his head and then shaking his head.
Ah!
And she,
I did the motion on my thing for the camera, and I literally just lost my headphones.
it's just like nod, and shake, 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 shake. So she kind of just sighs. Ace, I need you to do me a favor, and you're gonna roll me a toughness check.
Oh, no.
Takes a puff. Told you, bros, it was
Ace.
the puff that did it.
With a nice puff on your Raksha green. It seems to keep your body warm enough to survive the horrendous cold. However,
The
it
horrendous
does
free that you
nothing, nothing whatsoever to protect Andrea. And she's not looking great, which isn't to say much, but she's definitely looking worse for wears. She is quite clearly freezing. What is your plan, Ace? Ace, buddy boy. What's your plan?
My plan is to hopefully wait it out 5 more minutes for Kai to get back, so we can make at least some sort of torch with a flame, and hopefully warm up.
She tries to do the motions she did for you the first time. Again.
Nods head, holds up 5 fingers, if I have fingers.
Yeah. She nods her head. Somewhat knowingly, somewhat uncertain. Go ahead and give me another toughness check.
Good God. No.
Then I'm a puff.
Oh, you bastard!
So,
Just go inside the entrance of the hole.
here's the thing. You are going to take another 4 points of cold damage. So you are currently on 2. But here's the thing. Why don't you roll me a d20, just as is. You know, add your intelligence to it. So, you can see Kyrilius in the distance. He has begun making his way back. It's a good moment, and, you know, you tap Andrea on the shoulder in kind of a knowing way, and she doesn't move. You tap her again, and she does not move.
Fuck.
What would you like to do, Ace?
Because Ace no CPR.
Ace
No.
does not have any skill in treatment. So,
Think about it, bro! Think about it! Think! Fuck!
it's there. Ace currently does not have
I'm
any.
blue.
I know you do! Think about it logically! You're in freezing cold weather! Think about it!
What would you like to do, Ace?
Warm him up.
Come again?
I don't know.
He said huddle.
Okay. Here's what you're gonna do for me. You're gonna roll me a d20 twice. But you're going to take the
Take
lowest
advantage.
of the 2 rolls.
Oh! Disadvantage!
This is going to be with disadvantage.
High rolls, man. High rolls. Come on. Andrea's life's in the balance. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Roll.
Good
Are
God.
you mad? Are you mad?
Cairilius.
I'm not as mad as Andrea's gonna be, lad!
Ace is pissed.
Cairilius.
Yep.
You return with your stick. And Ace is huddled next to Andrea, pulling her in tightly. Are you going to say anything, Ace, as Cairilius walks up to you? Cairilius, would you like to say something to Ace?
Ace, what are you doing? Is Ace dead? Ace, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing? Okay, we need to get inside. We need to get inside this thing now. Let's go.
So, how about this? Why don't you both...
The underground.
Are you going to try to make this little creation that you hunted down?
Is this? Are we still close to that underground thing?
You are, yes.
Yes.
You're quite close to it.
I'm guessing that'll be warmer than on top. If you want to try and go down it, because we could always make the torch down there as we've got the materials.
Yeah, we'll go down there.
So,
We'll go down a little bit so that we can still see, but so that we're out of the cold.
so
Yeah.
here's the thing. One of you can attempt to put together this little piece of technology you've crafted. Normally, since you don't have technology, this would be most likely with like a -5. However, I will allow you two to work together and just make it a -2 if Ace is the one doing it.
Right. Well, Ace
Actually,
can do it.
more specifically, before you do that, Ace, Cairilius, go and roll me a d20.
Yes.
Let's see if you can actually be any help. Give me a 10.
I got a nothing. Does that count for anything?
I don't know.
I got a 13.
Good news. So, Cairilius actually seems to be of help to you. So, go ahead and roll your d20. Let's start off with that. And you're going to get actually... Good news, you're actually going to get to keep your +4.
Nat 20, yes! Go on!
So, Ace, you are able to quite quickly craft up your brand new torch. And with the stone Andrea collected, you're able to light it. You may have light for a while. However, you still have the body of Andrea. And she's not moving. And as you lean ahead in a little closer to her face, you're not sure if it's normal, but she's not breathing either. Gentlemen, what are we doing? Gentlemen, what are we doing?
Can we attempt to try and help her?
How?
We got
You're looking through the medicine bag.
Oh,
What
yeah,
do-
we've got a medicine bag.
What are you looking for in the medicine bag?
I don't know, like a shot of adrenaline or something like that.
Do you know what it looks like?
What it is.
I would think that it would look like something in a syringe. You stab something with.
Okay. So, let's see who's got
Come on, give me
what.
this. Give me this. Let me have this.
So, here's the thing. While there is a lot of stuff in this bag, Kyrilius, you have no training in investigation. Your ability to reason out some of these things is kind of embarrassing, to say the least.
What about Ace? What about Ace?
It seems Ace has been more of a seeker than you have ever been. Ace, why don't you roll me an investigation check?
D20. Come on,
Good
bro.
news, you get to add 5 to it. Give me a 17. Roll it again.
17? Let's see if it comes back.
Oh, he's already got it. You find yourself with about 4 syringes, but all of them look different, and none of them have anything in it. You do find a few vials, about 3, but they all look different, and you know what none of them do. What would you gentlemen like to do?
Can I read the inscriptions on them?
No, you don't understand those words.
What? But they're in English! Whatever language that they speak.
You speak the language. You do not read.
Oh,
the
don't
language.
read it! God damn it!
Who taught you to read? Yeah, no books to do so. But you do speak
Yep,
it. You speak it
bastard.
great. Yay for your mom on that one. Sadly, that won't help you with a language you don't read.
Okay, can we grab one of them and guess? Like, can we guess one of them?
There
I
is
really didn't want to say that.
there is one on the left, one on the right, and one in the center. Which one would you like to take?
Left.
Left. Go on, left.
So you take the one on the left. Ace, you place the liquid into the syringe, and you hold it over where you think you should be putting a syringe. You inject the liquid into her, and you wait. After a time, nothing happens. What would you like to do?
Can we use all of them? Can we use another one? Use another one. Use the middle one.
You're grabbing the middle one then.
Yep.
You put the middle one now into a syringe. And again, Ace, you place it inside her, injecting it in. For a moment, nothing happens. And then her body begins to convulse, and liquid begins pouring from her mouth.
Fuck's sake.
God damn it. Grab the other one! Grab the other one!
She has stopped moving again. You place the third vial in. And once more, you make an injection.
Fucked.
This time,
What else are you
nothing
gonna do?
happens.
Ah!
It seems whatever you have given her in whatever way you have given it, has not gone well. And with that, as far as you can tell, Andrea is no longer. Gentlemen, what would we like to do next? Gentlemen, what's our plan? You are currently...
I need a minute. I need a minute.
You are currently
Yep.
standing beside the body of one Andrea Pendragon.
I don't need a reminder.
You hold a torch in your hand. And...
Try and warm her up. I really don't know.
Come again?
Try and warm her up.
No, he's basically said she's dead.
Right.
For far longer than someone normally should be.
Mm-hmm.
And as she was the one with a treatment skill, you all may find yourself one doctor less. For those of you who do not know, I have a special place I keep members who have passed to the other side. Currently, among those members would be one Andrea Pendragon, one Bishop Hartford. And for those who, you know, have been with us since the beginning, there is also other people who you do not know, including one in Denmark.
Are you talking about the bishop that we all know and love as the Bishop Poet?
Indeed. There's also...
Yeah, his last name is Grady.
No, his middle name is Hartford.
Oh! I thought you were saying his last name. My apologies.
No.
It's like, something doesn't
So,
sound right there.
in which case... So that we're not, you know, confusing anyone. It's Bishop Hartford Grady. Of course, there are other people among this list. Not that many, surprisingly enough. But there's also a man in here named Denmark. There is a King Henry in here for reasons that I couldn't tell you. And there's another man in here by the name of Jackson. He's also dead. Died around the same time as Henry. Fun stuff. Gentlemen, I hear you, and I mourn the loss of your ally as well, but there is an issue. You stand at the mouth of a cave. A tunnel, as far as you can tell. It is so cold, and at the very least, you will need to go further in to keep yourselves warm. You are also both very much not safe. So.
Not safe because of the cold?
And your injuries.
Or not safe because something's in the cave?
As far as you know, it's your injuries in the cold. Unless you'd like to explore further.
I suppose we'll go further into the cave, I guess.
Now here's the thing. It's less of a cave and more of a tunnel. I
We'll
say
go further
that
into the tunnel, then.
because it's quite clear that someone physically dug this.
Right.
You go in about 40 or 50 feet, and now you cannot feel the cold. Whoever dug this knew what they were doing. But, let's see. Ace, you have the most of this. Why don't you give me an awareness check? Or, perception check, but you're going to add a +4 to it. while
Easy.
moving up with your 14 plus your 4 for an 18, while moving up, you find something suspicious in this tunnel wall. It's a nail, or specifically a finger nail. And there's no blood on it, but it looks like, from what you can guesstimate, someone, while digging this tunnel, ripped out a nail and just kept going. Would you all like to go further into this tunnel?
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah. Yeah. Can we draw our weapons though?
Certainly. Who's in
Let's
front?
draw our weapons and just be, just in case. Ace is in front.
Okay. Ace.
You've got more health than me, man. You've got more health than me.
Ace.
Plus, you were the one that said pick the left fucking vial. If we'd listened to me and picked the right one, we probably would have saved it. But, oh well.
Alright, I can't help myself. I'm gonna say it. The middle vial was what you needed. You would have both killed her.
The
I'm
middle
saving
vial.
The middle vial is the one you needed. And after putting the first one in, you would have needed to have chosen the opposite.
Realistically, you killed her.
There's no way of knowing for certain because
No.
neither of you understood what you were doing. You were leaving it to random chance, and there was not much else you could do. But it's important to recognize that both of you tried to save her life. And that is the important piece. After all, as the guards would have brought up, they considered you monsters, but that's not really what you are. Ace.
Alright, so we'd like to draw our weapons and go forward.
Further into the mouth of this tunnel, you see maybe 40 feet in front of you, pale white skin and a bare ass. It looks humanoid and is not turned toward you, but it is shivering. Literally just shaking and shivering. But it's not saying anything. What would you like to do?
Yeah, like basically cold. Yeah.
I'm gonna go check up on it now. What?
Does he look like he's got any weapons on him or anything? Or look like he's about to transform into something?
No, it's quite clear that this humanoid is completely naked.
Go check on him and is that what you say?
So,
I'm gonna go check up on him.
That... What else is around us? Is it just him?
this tunnel is extraordinarily small. To the point where, Ace, you are in front because there is no space to walk side by side. Currently, Ace, right behind you, maybe 5 feet or so, is Kyrilius. So, beside you, to the left and right, are just tunnel wall. Again, this was a hand-dug tunnel, but it took time to dig this far in. Tireless work. What's the plan, gentlemen?
I'd like to I'd like to shout out to the humanoid that, who are you, and what are you?
Your words stir the person, and they turn to you. But their face does not look right.
Ah, crap.
Their eyes don't seem correct. Something about them is disturbing. And its only words are...
Oh crap, it's a zombie.
I need both of you to roll me what we call initiative. So, what you'll do is you'll each roll a d20, and you'll add your agility to it.
15. I got a 15. I already got. But I got a 15, so I'm happy.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I was lucky too, because it hit that wall and rolled back a bit.
Alright, so, just to make sure we're all clear on a few things. First things first to remember. Jay,
It's a zombie! Got it.
you are behind Ace.
Yeah.
You do have out your long sword, and Ace, you have out your short sword. However, again, Ace, your only way is forward. And Kyrilius, your only way is backward. Kyrilius, you are first to react. What will you do?
I don't know how many from that could help. I don't have the grip for that. I'd like to put my guy into stance of defense mode.
I'd take a defensive stance. I understand.
Yeah, that one. Yes.
Fair enough. However, Ace, you are now third to react. I need from you a
Jesus.
parry check. So roll a d20, and you did not put anything into fighting, so it's going to be just that d20.
Ooh.
So, you are going to take 3 points of damage as this thing rushes up to you and starts to claw at you. You are able to hold back its mouth as it tries to bite you, but you feel as one of its hands starts tearing into the side of your stomach.
Oh.
Ace, it is your move. What would you like to do?
I cut its head off.
Why don't you give me a d20? You're going to add nothing to it, but you definitely still get that d20.
Come on, bro. Get a high roll.
All
Hey,
right,
not bad.
14. So, here's what you're going to do. You're going to roll a 1d8, and your actual strength is 2. So you're going to roll that 1d8, and you're going to add 2 to it.
Ooh, 3.
So, this thing's hand is still kind of pushed into your stomach, and you attempt to, while still holding it back, cut at its neck, but you can't get a good grip on it. Especially not while trying to hold back its mouth and a hand. You are able to do a little bit of damage to it, but it's not much.
Should have gone for a stabbing motion.
Well, how is he supposed to hold this thing back and stab it? How many hands do you
I
think
don't
he has?
know.
I know. What are you doing, Kyrilius? It's your move.
Can I sort of reach around him with my longsword and stab it?
All right, here's what you can do for me. You can roll me a d20, but I'm going to make you take 2 from it.
So
So it's
basically
going to be a
minus
d20
2.
minus 2. Yes.
10.
You struggle to keep your blade from injuring your ally. However, you are able to press at it. So why don't you roll me a d10 for your longsword? That's d20, but roll me a d20, a d10. It'll come back. Yeah, it already came back.
A 10.
So, Ace, its hand still in your stomach, you unable to get a clean cut on this thing. You kind of duck your head to the side, and Kyrillia says, "Move!" and thrusts his longsword into its mouth, pushing through the soft skull to the other end. The creature goes limp. You're able to pull its hand from out of your gut and toss it to the side. So, what's the plan, gentlemen?
One of the bandages are some sort of
There's
cloth that can wrap around me.
you can find some of that easily, both inside the bag or off your own clothing. Here's what you can do.
I'd like to look in the little bag, see if anything can cover my wound, possibly. And,
It's very possible to find something of that sort. Now, your skill at patching yourself up is, in a word, atrocious. In another, not great. However, roll me a d20. Take 2 from it.
I'll just roll. Shit.
You struggle to put a bandage on it or any type of wrapping, and you are able to wrap it, but it doesn't seem to do you any good. The injury seems to be a little deeper than you were hoping. However, looking further down the path, you realize there isn't a further. It was still just in there. It hadn't dug much further than where it was already standing. You now find yourself in an empty burrow with a creature down at your feet and nothing else. What would you gentlemen like to do?
Can we rest? Can we rest to try and
You certainly
bit?
can. Now, here's my question. Are you both planning on just taking that torch, slapping it into the wall, and laying down? Or is one of you going to be staying up for a time?
do shifts?
How
I'll
many
take first
sticks
watch.
How many sticks did he manage to get?
He was able to get 30,
Right.
I believe, right? Yes.
So we can swap the flame from one to the other if it's about to burn out.
Yes, you
Yep.
certainly can. As long as one of you is awake to do so, yes.
Right.
So, here's the thing.
You
Do
take the first sleep, and I'll take watch.
Look it up, no worries.
Okay, so here's the thing. Are you taking a short rest or a long rest? A short rest will be 30 minutes to an hour. You'll get about half of your grit back, and one of you will get at least 1 life force per person that lays, that takes a rest. Or you could go for a full-on 8 hours. 8 hours will be helpful, but if you are staying up, one of you is not getting that full advantage. For every hour you stay up, you will take a penalty in how much you heal up.
in your life force. Your grit will be turned to full, but your life force will take a penalty for every hour you stay up. Now, since there are two of you, you will each need to stay up 4 hours. So, what's the plan, gentlemen? Are we taking a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest.
Alright, you won't get much of anything from it, I'll be honest. But what are we doing? Carillius, Ace, what's the plan?
Ace will take the first 4 hours, and I'll take the next 4 hours.
So we're going backwards? Is that the plan, boys?
Backwards. What?
As in, Ace is going to be taking the first watch. You're going to go for a long rest. Ace will take the first watch, and Carillius, you will take the second. Right?
Yep.
Ace, all good with that?
Yep.
Ace, do me a favor, and you're going to roll me a d20. Just a d20.
High roll. High roll. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so, for starters, Jay, with a long rest, you are going to regain all 10 of your grit. However,
Lovely.
I need you to roll me a d8 and remove 4 from it. You are able to restore 2 of your life force, as your body has some time to heal to a point. Now, for this time, it's quiet. At least, at first. But Ace, the wind begins to pick up, and you begin to hear this howling. The problem is, you can't quite be certain whether it's the wind or something else. But the torch starts to flicker, and it begins to drop to a point that you are really concerned about. So you grab your second torch, and you light it. It catches quickly, and with the 2 torches combined, the wind doesn't seem to force either light out. The rest of your watch goes off without a hitch. Until, of course, Carillius taps you on the shoulder. You happily accept your turn to rest. Jay. Carillius, roll me a d20.
$14.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
for starters, Ace, you have been able to rest long enough to restore yourself to your 10 grit, and having not taken any damage to your life force, there was not all that much to heal. Save for, the obvious stomach wound that, a hand will do to you when it gets forced in there. Carillius, your injuries are still bothering you. Most of them not severe, but you're still cold. And you feel kind of sick to your stomach, though it's not a physical sickness. It's more of a sadness. Because somewhere up at the front of this tunnel is someone who's not looking anywhere. who just is no more. And you do your best to try to keep that out of your mind, but your 4 hours go through painfully until Ace finally stirs. Gentlemen, it seems daylight has started to reach far at the end of the tunnel. And the two of you, at the very least, are alive. The question that someone of my caliber might have to ask is, what then will the two of you do next? But we'll have to find out for next time. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been delightful to hang time with you. And of course, King Chiller, we always appreciate having a guest join us. And of course, you are very welcome to join us again when we do this a week or two from now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. Until next time.
Of course. Jay, we miss anything? Of course. Oh, wait. Obviously. Go ahead. Go through the
You
normal.
missed heaps! What do you mean?
I'm gonna let you do it, because, you know, you're looking so quiet. For reasons I don't know. I don't know why.
You know exactly why I'm quiet, you bastard.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you tell the people what's going on?
No, I don't want to. They heard what you did. They heard what you frickin' did.
I was talking about the other people watching and, you know, calmly waiting for the next moment.
Yeah. Whatever, Sam. Whatever, sir.
Guys, if
you have enjoyed yourself...
Now we're doing it? Okay, fine.
Yeah, give me a second to speak, sir. Alright? If you have enjoyed yourself, guys, on Sam's side, on YouTube, if you enjoyed the content, make sure that you subscribe, you like, and leave a comment on the games that you would like to see played. That goes for PC and PlayStation and VR. Now, if you're on my side on Twitch, you're watching Sam throw all my dice into my face like an absolute bastard.
And the other ones.
But if you... Yes, and the other... Oh, Jesus. There's just dice everywhere. You guys are horrible. If you have enjoyed it on my side, make sure you drop a follow and everything. Also, join the Discord. There is a link in both descriptions on YouTube and also on Twitch to our Discord chat, where you can chat to us directly or offer up game suggestions, or possibly join our D&D saga. So, let us know. And until next time, guys, we have enjoyed ourselves. We hope you have too. And I have a freaking load of dice around me. Bloody hell, there's numbers everywhere.
Yeah, get them,
numbers
get them.
everywhere. Until next time, guys. Oh,
take it easy,
gosh.
guys.
I deal with idiots.
Oh, come on. I'm not the one that
Peace,
killed
guys. Peace. Oh, yeah, you killed her, you bastard.
Take it easy,
Catch you
guys.